Codemasters is known for delivering racing games that balance a serious approach with widespread appeal. This year, they've set their sights on Formula One, hoping to win over fans and attract players who don't follow the sport. Does F1 2010 take the pole position, or could it use a few more tweaks under the hood? Your career in F1 2010 begins with a short interview to personalize your experience and meet the press. As in Dirt 2, your trailer serves as central hub, allowing you to access game modes, check standings, and talk with your agent. You can choose to race for 3 to 7 seasons, each year following 19 races through the official 2010 schedule, with locations in Malaysia, Istanbul, and Monte Carlo. As you complete races, your reputation will rank up, and by mid-season, other teams will start to show interest in hiring you on. Outperforming expectations can also raise you to team leader, allowing you to set the R&D path for vehicle upgrades. How you choose to answer press interviews can upset your organization or attract interest from other teams, but the interactions themselves are pretty dry.
A fantastic first place finish. Your teammate must be starting to fear for his seniority within the team.
Each event consists of practice and qualifying rounds before the race, and depending on which team you drive for, you'll have different goals to satisfy. On some practice rounds, you'll also test out new upgrades by challenging specified lap times. In each race, you can choose to go for full runs lasting 60 to 70 laps, or shortened sessions that are still 10 laps or more. If you want a break from the career, you can quickly set up custom Grand Prix series, attempt time trials, or hop online. In addition to custom setups, multiplayer includes 4 options for general play. Sprints are quick 3-lap races, throwing you straight into the competition without extra time to learn a course. Pole position puts you into sessions to set up fast lap times. Endurance tests you in races at 20% of full length, and Grand Prix features a 7-lap race with a 15-minute qualification. While other circuit-based racing games have a tendency to feel slow, F1 2010 has no problem delivering a thrilling sense of speed, and the cockpit view can be absolutely terrifying. The high-performance F1 machines have tight, grippy controls and aren't suited for showing off sick drifts. Managing your speed, knowing how much to brake, and learning how to push each corner to the max is the key to success. The lengthy circuits make F1 a matter of endurance. Taking advantage of practice sessions is important for setting a rhythm on each track, and doing well in qualifiers will place you higher in the starting grid. Races of 10 laps or more require patience and concentration, and if you don't keep focused, it can be easy to blow a turn that you thought you had down. It's about consistency over the long haul. You have to keep an eye on engine temperature, change tires when the weather changes, and take care when overtaking. Flashbacks return from Dirt 2, allowing you to rewind and make up for mistakes, but with only a handful to spread across a full race, they're really just a last resort. Some respect is given to authenticity. You have to pit at least once on dry tracks, you'll get penalized for causing collisions, and on qualifying laps you'll be disqualified for cutting corners. The game isn't always strict though, as you can still get away with light contact with other drivers, and there's no warning for crossing out of the exit lane when leaving the pits. Before each race, you'll have a chance to examine conditions, choose tires, and tweak your car setup either through presets or in detail. There's a strong sense of feedback with different setups and conditions. The race line gains grip as rubber builds on the track, gravel gets caught in tires if you veer off course, and you'll have to alter your driving style based on which tires are set to your car. The changing weather makes a huge impact on your race strategy, as it can start to rain or clear through the course of a race. Not only will you need the right set of tires, but you'll have to take extra care when cornering to avoid sliding out of control. Unfortunately, F1 suffers from some game-hindering bugs. One forces you to wait in the pits as car after car passes by, putting you at an impossible disadvantage. It can be easily avoided by changing the default pit lap, but it still results in hours of needless frustration for players who aren't aware of the jury-rigged fix. The Xbox 360 version also frequently freezes mid-race, only to continue on after a few awkward seconds. In the sunlight, F1 2010 looks good, but isn't as stunning as Dirt 2. The star of the show is the weather. There's subtle variations ranging from a light drizzle to a torrential downpour, and when the rain is coming down thick, it can all but blind you as you follow another car. Droplets catch and roll in your helmet, and puddles well up on the track. Visual performance is a bit choppy in general, and while it's not problematic enough to hinder gameplay, it doesn't live up to the silky smooth expectations we'd have for a top-tier racer. When using autopilot functions in the pit, car animations can be a bit jarring, and the reflections rendered on your side mirror are incredibly simplistic. While there's some music during replays, audio is squarely focused on the sounds of the race. The feedback gained from hearing subtle changes in your engine can help you maintain a better sense of control, and the roar of competing cars keeps you well aware of their positions on the track. Even if you don't passionately follow Formula One, F1 2010 is fantastic for those interested in investing time in each race. Sadly, it's not as polished as previous Codemasters games, and it requires you to be willing to work through some serious bugs. In spite of all this, though, it still provides an intricate racing experience overall that's well worth participating in.